Gusty winds along with that storm front as it passes through up to 90-mile-per-hour winds. Now, this is just above the surface, but it translates down to the surface at about 70, 80 miles per hour at times. So this big line is passing its way through 35 right now around Knox up towards Walkerton, Kingsford Heights, Kingsbury also seeing it. So again, we are talking about some tremendously strong winds right now across the area that will continue to pass the way into the region as we continue through the next 20 to 30 minutes. So again, right along 30 all the way back out here. If you're going to be traveling 30 over towards Warsaw, definitely seeing some bad winds. Valpo beginning to get out from underneath some of the stronger winds. So this is moving very quickly through the area, and it will continue to pass through the area as we work through the next half hour. So again, tracking a line of very strong showers, very strong thunderstorms here. Not a lot of lightning with these thunderstorms, but the wind is going to be the big factor as you head out and about coming up over the next half hour. So the winds will be very, very gusty. We're talking 70 to 80 mile per hour winds possible as we continue through the area. With more on that, let's go over to Tom Coombs right now. Tom, we are definitely talking about some gusty winds.
Yeah, gusty wind, that's the biggest thing coming off the wire. Again, our focus still remains to be southern LaPorte County, which is why we're still focused on this, on the Kingsford Heights area, Wanata, north of Knox, and into the Walkerton area. We do have a shot outside right now. We want to take a look at that. Again, skies are starting to darken up out there, and that's, again, just another area of concern that we have. The winds will be picking up. It looks a little calm. The one good news about this being fall, the leaves are off the trees. Jamie, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah. It's not going to act like that sail and bring down as many limbs, but when you have 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that's still an area of big concern. Again, so it looks like the center of this, the center of greatest concern right now is southern LaPorte County, and this is all moving up towards the North Andes. Jamie, let's clear all this information off. We'll do a reset for you, and we'll just kind of do a coverage of the entire area right now. So again, I'll get some of this information off here, and we will reset it back out to the
let's go back out to the radar real quick if we could, just because we are talking about that line of storms all the way from St. Joe down towards South Bend right now. In fact, already seeing that lightning right now around South Bend. You've heard the rumbling of thunder. That whole area is continuing to push off towards the east. You can see just how extensive it is from Grand Rapids all the way down towards Plymouth right now. That entire mess is moving its way towards the area right now. Even a tornado warning. The good news here, just off to our southwest right now. We're going to have to watch that cell as it moves in towards Rochester and Pulaski County over the next half hour. So not in our area counties yet, but we do have two right now tornado warnings that are in effect just off to the west of Winamac right now. So Winamac, Bass Lake, you can expect some very gusty winds. We have a little bit of rotation. Doesn't take a lot. When you're talking about thunderstorms moving through at 70 and 80 miles per hour, any kind of a spin at all will definitely have some problems out there. Right now we are talking about 80 to 90 mile per hour winds within the storm itself, as Tom is showing you right now. So again, this is going to be moving its way off towards the east and the northeast, heading in towards Logansport, but also in towards Pulaski County. So it is in our southern counties right now. So Bass Lake down towards Winamac, this is where the area of concern is right now. So again, watch those skies. Make sure you're inside. Make sure you're ready for this. 302 in Royal Center, also Logansport 304, Winamac at 305, and North Judson at 306. Again, we do have that tornado warning outside of our viewing area, but those storms do continue to push back in towards the area. So the main concern of threat here is in our southern counties as far as tornadic activity is concerned, but the gusty winds across the entire area right now. And Tom, well, I tell you what, those winds 80, 90 mile per hour, whether it's straight line winds or tornadic winds, can definitely cause some problems.
Absolutely, Jamie. Again, just because you're seeing reds with tornado warnings or oranges with severe thunderstorm warnings, treat them the same. You need to treat them the same right now. Again, I just want to go over, let's have our safety plan together. I've tweeted out this information, and I posted to our Facebook page as well. But get to the lowest floor of your house. Again, tornado or not, you should be taking shelter right now. You need to evacuate mobile homes. Again, if outside, get inside. That's the biggest thing. No one should be outside right now. Get to your safest place. Just get to your safest place. Stay with us, and we'll keep you covered. But make sure you're in a sturdy building right now. That is the best advice for anyone who is out there. Again, we have tornado warnings, we have severe thunderstorm warnings, but treat these basically the same right now. Again, area of greatest concern. You can see Pulaski County in the Winamac area. These are estimated, again, these are a little higher off the ground, but more than likely 80 mile per hour wind gusts headed towards the radar. Pulaski County into Stark County.
I'll have that tornado warning now extending into the southern parts here of our area, including Pulaski County now until 3:30. We are talking about A little rotation within the storm. Actually, you don't need a lot of rotation when you're talking about 70-mile-per-hour winds to get that tornadic activity. So again, a tornado warning now in effect, and that's going to be for Pulaski County until 3:30. Madeiryville just along 421. This is where we're seeing that rotation right now. It's going to continue to push its way off towards the east and northeast. We are talking about a lot of wind within the storm. Even if it's not tornadic, even if it's not twisting, we are talking about winds up to 100 miles per hour within the storm. Right along 421 right now,
Jamie,
you can see that's going to be
Jamie,
pushing its way eastward.
I want to jump in on this.
Yeah.
For Pulaski County. Madeiryville Fire Department reports tornado on the ground.
Okay.
Tornado on the ground. This is near 421 north of State Road 14.
And that's why we have the whole team in right now, because everyone's looking at something different. We have Jackie right now. She's checking out social media, looking at things going on right now. We can actually track it right now on ABC 57 First Warning Doppler radar, but it is those reports that really help us out. Thanks, Tom, for that, because we are talking about a lot of wind within the storm. And again, we could be looking at a tornado on the ground. So again, use all those necessary precautions, get to the lowest part of your house, and be ready for the possibility of a tornado just south of Madeiryville, heading off towards right now Indiana 39. So it's going to continue to push its way through the southern and central parts here of Pulaski County over the next half hour or so, right along 14 also. This is where we're looking at the worst damage possible if the tornado stays on the ground. It may not be on the ground, but even if you're not seeing the tornado on the ground, still going to be looking at those straight line winds easily in excess of 60, 70 miles per hour. And this is the area of concern that we have right now, right along 421 Madeiryville, heading down to the south. And again, it's going to be pushing its way off towards, we are talking about moving very quickly, so it's not going to last long. But as it does pass its way through, you can expect winds easily in excess, as I mentioned, of 60, 70 miles per hour. Even if it's not twisting and it's not tornadic, it will be out there right along 39. This is going to pass its way off towards the east and the northeast, probably going to stay just south of Bass Lake, but it will be very close along 35, right between Bass Lake and folks to the south of there. Monterey also going to see the storm as it passes its way through. So North Judson, it looks like no tornado for you, but still looking at those line of winds here, and it continues to push its way off towards Winnemac and off towards Monterey, Culver, also Argus, over towards Plymouth. So we are talking about a very, very extensive line of very heavy showers, thunderstorms, winds also heading into Bass Lake, 316, Monterey at 319, Culver at 322, and Plymouth at 329. So more storms on the way.
Absolutely, Jamie. And again, we are on air, we are online, and we are on the radio. News Talk 95.3 Michiana's news channel also joining us on air. So again, just want to give some audio updates because we probably have people listening to
Very
us
good.
as
Yeah,
well
that's a good
in the
point.
car. Again, if you are in Pulaski, now Marshall County, you need to find your safe place. If you can get off the roads, if possible, get off the roads, find a safe place. Again, this tornado warning, it looks like the track of this is going to lead it up into portions of Stark and into Marshall County. So again, this area highlighted, let's go back to the radar. This area highlighted right here is the area of greatest concern. Pulaski into Marshall County. Pulaski into Marshall County. North of Winnemac into the Marshall County area. So again, still an area of great concern. But even if you are not under a tornado warning, again, wind is still a big issue. This is all throughout portions of St. Joseph County as well.